And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go. And starting in this one, Zach Littell.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Jazz Chisholm Jr., the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. And another ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
That one out to right. Pereira hauls it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Francisco Lindor.
This guy had an on-base percentage of over 400 last month. That's just telling you he's taking his walks, he's getting his knocks, he's finding some holes. Everything just going really well for him right now. But don't overlook the fact that that happens because he's having consistently good at-bats.
Francisco Lindor, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Littell, a guy that really fills up the strike zone, rarely walks people. The downside is the home run ball more likely in play. Oh, he gloves it, takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
Look at the big guy getting down and dirty, robbing what probably would have been a double if it gets by him. You love to see that because most times it's the shortstop or second baseman, but he wants to get in the mix a little bit as well.
There's a swing and a drive. And that one is off the wall. Throws to second. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Well, pitchers like this usually work down in the zone a lot, but these days, with all the uppercut swings most hitters are taking to elevate the ball, pitchers almost have to be effective up in the zone with hard stuff. So maybe that's one area he can improve in his game to try to combat that long ball.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position, Aaron Judge at the plate. You know, when you look around the game and think about the best power hitters in the sport, this guy is one of the first names you got to come up with. As a hitter, does knowing that this guy's going to be in the zone, does that make you more aggressive?
Kind of, but you still have to stay on that backside. You've got to make sure you get pitch recognition and let your hands work.
That one finds the zone. 0-2 now. Did you ever really need a cue to be more aggressive?
No, I never did, especially when it comes to messing with you.
Wow. And a swing and a miss. And Judge is down on strikes. So 1 hit is all they get. Now it's the Rays' turn. No score. Back here at Tropicana Field, getting the nod on the mound, Rhett Lauder.
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
Now up for Tampa Bay.
Leading up for the Rays, the shortstop, Ha-Seong Kim.
Well, Kim is one of those players that it's just hard to take your eyes off of him, and not many players in the 2023 World Baseball Classic had more fun than he did. He hit a grand slam in a win against China, and earlier in the tournament had a 2-homer game, delivered some special moments for Korea.
Next offering way off the plate. Battling here as he fouls it away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Batting second,
And
the
here
left
is
fielder,
Richie Palacios.
Palacios.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Palacios in his third season, batting second in today's lineup, and he was a third-round pick back in 2018. Started after it, appeal to third, and Ed Drummond right on it says he held up. One out, base is empty.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more
Batting
fastballs
third,
in that
the first
location.
baseman,
Hitters, especially
Yandy
with 2 strikes,
Diaz.
have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Yandy Diaz now in there for strike 1. Two out, space is empty. Just missed. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 outs. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Nothing doing for Tampa. We played an inning, no score. And welcome back to the
Leading off for the
ballpark.
Yankees,
And now the first baseman, Bryce Harper.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Littell back to work. That one ripped. And it looks like trouble. And that's going to roll to the wall. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts off the second with a double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Everything was on
The catcher,
time and fluid in that
Diaz.
swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Yandy Diaz. That's inside. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Here comes Harper around third. The throw in, and he's safe at the plate as they take the lead. 1-0.
Well, they strike
Batting
first
seventh,
as he gets
the
the
center
job
fielder,
done to bring home the
Jackson
run. Just a simple
Merrill.
ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Jackson Merrill, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Runner at first with no outs here. And that's outside.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Here's a 2-0. And that drops in for a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
2-1 now. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. Lead runner to second. So 2 on and nobody out.
Batting 8, the left fielder,
Brenton Doyle now at the plate. 1 for 3 back on Wednesday. That clips a corner. And now the count is even. Clyde Washington with home plate duties in this one.
A little bit of a low zone, Boog, from Clyde. Nothing crazy, though. Pitchers that work consistently down around the knees and are able to command their off-speed stuff tend to have some pretty good success with him back there behind the plate.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
One ball.
Diaz over at second. Merrill on at first with nobody out. Ring him up, says Clyde Washington. That's a strikeout. Now it's the second baseman. That one fouled off. And a foul ball. Two on, one out. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. DeLuca pulls it down, and there's two gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. High in the air, out to right. Pereira sizes this one up, and that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
And leading
And
up
we're
for
back.
the Reds,
And now it's
the
Brandon
second baseman,
Lau.
Brandon
Lau working through some struggles lately. The pitch. And misses inside.
Yeah, they say baseball's a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1 and 2.
And there's a ball. Just misses with that one.
Looks like he thinks that should have been a strike at the top of the zone, but doesn't seem to be too upset. That's just a case where I think he's trying to get a better feel for the umpire's strike zone and what he's going to be calling. That's just a part of pitching.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
This guy will throw any pitch in any
Batting
count,
fifth,
3-2.
the
He
third
goes off
baseman,
speed,
Junior
gets the out.
Caminero.
Junior Caminero stands in now and watches strike one. And
One
now
ball,
1 and 2. That one missed.
Boog, I'm not sure how he took that right there. I mean, that was an incredible 2-strike pitch.
Outside with a breaking ball.
These first two hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
On the ground to third. Sneaks through, base hit. So he battled through a long at-bat and earned himself a hit.
Just a great at-bat right there. Saw a lot of pitches. He kind of rolled over on this pitch
Batting
a little
sixth,
bit, but
the
he got
designated
enough
hitter,
behind it to shoot it through
Jonathan
for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you
Aranda.
can get him to find a home.
One down. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Jonathan Aranda. First offering, and it just misses. Just missed.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Check swing called strike. And a count 2-1. And that one is lifted in the air. Merrill makes the play. That's out number 2.
Batting 7, the catcher, Danny Jensen.
Now it's Jansen to hit. Fought off foul. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
0-2.
Got him swinging. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. Yankees 1, the Rays nothing. New inning getting
Leading off
started.
for the
Now the
Yankees,
number
the
2
shortstop,
hitter, Francisco Lindor. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. And that's in the dirt.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
Next offering is down low.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 1.
Thought the green light might be on right there, but maybe not. If you're looking to swing in that count, that's the pitch you want.
Swing and a miss.
Okay.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2
Now
pitch,
back,
and I tell
the
you
right
what, he
fielder,
earned that walk.
Juan Soto now doubled his first time up. Just
No, that's a
missed.
ball.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Lindor on at first. Nobody out. Lindor the move. Next offering is fouled back. Runner on the go again. In the dirt. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. On the ground out to short. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time.
The batter, number 99. Designated hitter,
And now big
Aaron
number 99, Aaron
Judge.
Judge, struck out swinging his first time. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base slugging too.
No strike.
First and second, no outs here in the second game of the series. On the ground, 2 ball. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Loud. Toss to second. Relay to first. Double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Here comes Bryce Harper. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. Out of here. And they add to the lead. It's 3-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. there he got a splitter that he was able to handle, allowed that pitch to travel a little bit deeper, and when it was time to commit, his hands exploded through the zone.
And up next for New York, Yainer Diaz. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Diving, makes the grab.
Great diving catch to end the inning. That'll fire up the dugout for sure. Time to go swing it.
Ready to go for the
And
last
leading
half
off
of the
for
inning.
the Reds,
And stepping
the
in
center fielder,
is the speedy Johnny DeLuca.
Gianluca.
Fastball for a strike at 95.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And that's through there for a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
And that's a little bit high. And that is ball one. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Struck him out. Really fooled him with the breaking ball there.
Nice. Doubled up with the slider for that punch out. The one before just caught the zone. So as a hitter, you have to protect right there. Great pitch to just expand a little bit more. He got that chase he was looking for. That right there is good pitching.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very
The batter,
dangerous to
number
these
7.
hitters. 7 punch-outs
Shortstop,
already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Ha-Sung Kim. Right through there for a strike. Popped up. Lindor settles underneath it. Brings it in for the third out. Rays held in check here. They trail it here 3-0. As we go to the top of the fourth. And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. In the air, left field, Palacios. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting, the left fielder, Brenton Doyle.
So digging in, Brenton Doyle. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat. Automatically, that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Next pitch is downstairs. That's down and in. Next pitch is outside. Yankees up by 3. In the air, right field, Pereira sizing this one up. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, number 17.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the second baseman. He's 0 for 1. Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. So now back to the top of the order. Back to the top of the Yankee order. Jazz Chisholm Jr. will hit next. Runner takes off. Pitch misses inside.
1-0.
Throw. Save.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield can push a run across.
Runner at second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering is in for a strike. Bullpen movement for the Rays. Drew Rasmussen, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Clevenger, a left-hander, also throwing. Swung on, belted. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. And a run comes in to score.
He puts a great swing on that pitch and drives home the run, and that was always going to be a double, but the bounce over the wall just took the guesswork out of it right away. It was a nice swing.
And the Rays manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Zach Littell won't go any further, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment.
Now pitching for the
Pitching
Rays.
change here, Joe Boyle.
Number 36.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him.
Boyle.
Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now it's Frankie Lindor. In the dirt. Two outs and one in scoring position. He swings and fouls one off. That one not close. And it's 2-1. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. And that one off the outside edge.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Runner from second scores as they add on.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a
Up
row.
next for the
I
Yankees,
love the approach
the
he
right
had
field.
right there with
One.
that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
And now it's Juan Soto, 1 for 2. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Lindor zipping around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's 6-0.
The batter, the designated hitter, Aaron.
And at first, Aaron Judge digs in now. 0 for 2 in this one. A little out front there as he swings through it. Boyle, 25 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2020. Two outs. Swing and a ball popped up. Makes the catch, and that'll do it. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. Yankees 6, the Rays nothing. Back here at the ballpark,
Leading
let's
off
check
for
out the
the
latest
Rays,
news from
the
around the
left
league.
fielder, Richie Palacios.
There's a strike.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
And that's in for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
And down on strikes. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Now
There's a
batting,
3-pitch
first
strikeout.
baseman,
He can do
Yandy
whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Diaz.
So up next, Yandy Diaz. And a foul ball. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. One down, base is empty. Gets a piece and stays alive. Popped up right side in position. And it's caught for the out.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Brandon.
2 outs, base is empty. Lau at plate. Splits the plate. 0-1.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, sat down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Got it. Rays retired in order. Nothing doing for Tampa. They still find themselves down 6-0. Back now in Tampa Bay. All set for the start of the inning. And now, Bryce Harper. Boyle back to work. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
You know, these Yankees, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Fastball is outside.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
So man aboard. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
Right down to shoot. Strike 1.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
And that one in the air, center field. Makes the grab. 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Jackson Merrill. He is singled and he is flied to left. That misses, and that's ball 1.
That's a ball. 2-0.
Harper leads off first with 1 away. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Goes down looking.
Now batting.
Brenton Doyle
Brenton
stepping in now for the Yankees. Not even close there. And it's 1-0. The Yanks up big in this one. And we're at the top of the 5th. Into the outfield, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
He was all over that one. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Now it's going to be number 17. And that is downstairs. 1-0. Two aboard, 2 outs. Lined into left center, base hit. Coming home. He'll score. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Back-to-back base hits. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that. Blooper, flare, duck snort, lawn dart, etc. But whatever you want to call it, it's a knot. And those are the ones that'll make you smile as a hitter just about every time.
So the batting order turns over. Jazz Chisholm Jr. getting ready to hit. And first offering is fouled off. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. 2 on, 2 outs. And 1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Next offering is downstairs. And that one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Base hit. 1 run is in. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away.
Shortstop Francisco.
And the Rays manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Joe Boyle is done, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for the
Rays. They go to the bullpen. Number 70. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Here's Francisco Lindor.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one back. Out of here. That'll fire up the dugout, and they add to their lead. It's 11-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And, you know, he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Diaz steps on the bag. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. Home half of the 5th coming up. Major League Baseball is on the show. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Siggy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people with your breath. The count 2-1. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And there's one away.
But we got the crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep, and then
it's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there. That's right. Yeah. Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Merrill gets under it. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the catcher.
Two down, base is empty. Danny Jansen ahead here. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
0-2.
And a breaking ball misses outside. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Yankees 11, the Rays nothing. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. That's too low. Ball 1. Action in the pen down there. Drew Rasmussen preparing to come on if needed. Rodriguez, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. And another ball. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Here's Harper now. He's already homered in this game. That one misses, and that is ball 1. Tap foul at the plate. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Lifted in the air, out to left. Palacios on the move. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Yainer.
Here's the Yankees catcher
Diaz.
now, Yainer Diaz. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. And it's through for a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder, Jackson.
And next for New York,
Merrill.
Jackson Merrill. Swinging a foul out of play.
When you got a catcher like this guy with a big arm like that behind the plate, it really shuts down the running game. When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
That's a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Now batting, left fielder, Brenton.
Here's the left
Doyle.
fielder, Brenton Doyle. Swinging a foul straight back. outside. And it's 1-1. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And he grounds one to the right side. And foul ball. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one is back. And forget it. He shoots one out to right. Third home run of the season. It's 14-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Elevated fastballs, especially away, are like putting the ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable hitting off the tees. And he was comfortable right there hitting that ball opposite field for a home run.
And the Rays manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Number 70 gives way. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching
Drew
the Rays,
Rasmussen on to pitch out of the
number
pen here.
57.
Well, they need someone to stop the
Drew
bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Base is empty with 2 away. Now it's the second baseman. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a ground ball. Loud. Third out.
He's out.
Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. To the bottom of the 6th inning. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here at Tropicana Field, John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Johnny DeLuca. And that's in there at the knees.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Ground ball right side. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Up next for the Rays.
Now, Boog, I don't have the numbers to back this up or anything, but I think pitchers who tend to rack up a bunch of strikeouts sometimes end up with more errors behind them in the field just because the defenders aren't as involved in the game. They're not as sharp, and who knows if that played any factor there, but I think there could be something to it.
Next offering is fouled back. DeLuca gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Next pitch misses. Now 1-2. And that's outside. High fly ball out into left center field. Doyle makes the grab, 1 away.
Up next for the Rays, the shortstop, Ha-Seong Kim.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Ha-Seong Kim. And first offering is fouled off.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen. But you got to take what he's offering that day.
To third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with one gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Richie.
So one out with two aboard.
Palacios.
Richie Palacios now at the plate. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Rhett Lauder done for the afternoon, and he was very good. They'll be happy with that, no doubt. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a minute.
Now pitching for the
New
Yankees.
pitcher for the Yankees, DJ
Number
Hurts.
77.
He's making his second appearance of the season.
Hurts.
There's the strike. Just missed.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop.
Rips that one to right. Brings it in. Runner tagging from third. The relay.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking off the bat, that's getting down for extra bases, but nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. Still comes away with the sac fly, though, RBI.
And here's
now
the first baseman, Yandy Diaz.
Yandy Diaz.
And that one pulled foul. And he deals. Fly ball to right. And that is that. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. 7th inning coming up. Yankees out in front, 14-1. Top of inning number 7. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Rasmussen goes 6'1", 29 years old, and he was a 6th round draft pick back in 2018. Swing and a miss. 1-1. And the count even 1-1.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
I don't care what some players might say. Nobody likes getting hit by a pitch unless you're in an 0-2 count and there's a knuckleballer out there on the mound.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter. Zach Neto. A runner at first for him, nobody out. And there's the strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Nobody out. Runner at first. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. And that is out of play. Runner goes again. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Runner on the move again. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Runner goes again. There's a ball. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Here's Juan Soto. There's the strike.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Runner at second here, one gone. And that one is inside ball one.
One ball.
Boog, he
One
never
strike.
moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Ball.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Swing and a high fly ball right field. And makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with two gone.
The batter, number 99, designated hitter, Aaron Judge.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. He makes the grab, and that is that. Staying in the game on defense, Zach Neto taking over as the new shortstop now following his pinch hit appearance. Brandon Lau digs in now. Now into the game, Austin Wells. He takes over behind the plate.
Catching. Number 28, Austin Wells.
And that one hammered. Going back on this one. And it hits the fence. Lau around second, headed for third. The relay throw. The tag, and he's out trying for three.
Really
The
nice
first
job
baseman,
of
number
hitting right there,
13.
but you've got to be a better base runner than that and understand the situation. With nobody out, you got to be able to shut it down, stay at second, keep yourself in scoring position instead of killing a potential rally.
And now here is Junior Caminero. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Liner caught at second.
It's never fun going back to the dugout
Now
after hitting
batting,
the line
the
drive that
designated
finds a
hitter,
glove, but you will
Jonathan.
get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Jonathan Aranda next to hit for the Rays. Yeah, that's fouled off. Ball one there.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Next offering is in for a strike.
What's good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Next offering is down low.
Okay.
Lifted in the air, right field. Soto going after it and puts the squeeze on that one. And that will end the inning. And we're back,
Leading off
ready
for
to
the
begin the
Yankees,
eighth.
the first
And
baseman,
stepping in for the
Bryce
Yankees, Bryce Harper. Rasmussen back to work. Clips the corner, 0-1. Just missed. That's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And here is Austin Wells. Next pitch is downstairs. Harper aboard here at first with nobody out. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Palacios sizes this one up. Squeezes it. Both runners tagging. And now he decides against it as he holds it second with one out.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder, Brenton Doyle.
And up next for New York, Brenton Doyle. He's already homered here in this one. Line drive, base hit. Here comes Harper around third. He will score, and it's an RBI single, and it's 15-1. Runners on the corners with one gone. Here's the second baseman. Runner on the move. Pitch outside. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
They are being real aggressive to put some runs on the board, get two runners now in the scoring position. Excellent job of stealing second base and staying out of a potential double play. Now that can kind of backfire and kill your rally, but it worked out nicely. Now a chance to do some damage.
And that one fouled off. Two on, one out. And a foul ball. To the right side. Dives and he can't hang on. In comes the run from third to add on. It's an RBI single, and the lead continues to grow. And the Rays manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Drew Rasmussen departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
Garrett
the Rays,
Clevenger gets the call from the
number
pen.
60.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Now, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Fought off foul.
Rug, you remember your sprint speed?
I mean, probably not quite that. I mean, I think in a fully fueled runner goes again. Cut on and missed to second, but way too late. Safe there. And that's where this one, it's a strikeout.
Up next for the Yankees.
And now it's going to be Zach Neto. He was a strikeout victim his first time. The shortstop takes the ball. Tampa Bay's bullpen with some action. Kevin Kelly, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Rodriguez also throwing. Two outs, two in scoring position, and we're in the top of the eighth. Hard hit right side. Throws to first in time. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. Last half of the 8th coming up. The Yankees lead it 16-1. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
The catcher, Danny Jensen.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. He's got it, and there's 1 down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
DeLuca now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Fastball for a strike. The Rays with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A solo shot. It's 16-2.
He's been so difficult to pitch against lately. It seems like no matter how you attack him, he finds a way to punish you. They thought he could blow a high fastball by him, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
And now the right fielder, Everson Pereira. And there's a foul ball. Hit in the air out to center field. Merrill coming on.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Ha-Seong Kim.
And now the shortstop, Ha-Seong Kim. And first offering is fouled off.
No, that's a ball.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Good job to fight that one off. Pereira, the base runner at first with 1 out. Struck him out looking. That was pretty nasty.
No, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
That's the ball.
Palacios stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. There's a swing and a miss.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And that one sliced foul. And a foul ball, he stays alive. 2 outs. On the ground, Harper. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. 9th inning coming up. Back after this on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the ninth. Now it's the right fielder, Juan Soto. Hard hit to third. Over to Diaz. One up, one down.
The batter, the designated hitter, Aaron.
Here is Aaron Judge.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
And that one upstairs, ball one. And that misses. Ball two. The Yankees up big in this one here at the top of the ninth. Judge rips that one. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Bryce Harper to the plate.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Line drive, and that's a base hit. And now two aboard.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Digging in, Austin Wells. First pitch misses. And there's a ball.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And downstairs. One out. Runners at first and second. And they're all loaded up.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now batting.
Next to hit, Jackson Merrill.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
Aaron Boone making a move for a new bat. Luis Angel Acuna. One out, the base is loaded. Big spot for him. That misses the zone, and that's ball one. The 1-1 is fouled off. Bases loaded, one away. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Two gone.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
Doyle in the box with two gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And that one is inside. Foul ball there. Just missing there. Now 2-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Misses
That's a ball.
inside. Full count now.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
This one in the air, center field. DeLuca makes the play, and that is that. So they strand 3 and leave them loaded. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. The Yankees lead this one 16-2. So remaining in the game defensively, Luis Angel Acuna. He'll be out in center now after pinch hitting.
Number 14.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Yandy Diaz getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. A new arm into the game, the righty, Jose Butto.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so
Number
he should
70.
come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Butto.
And first offering is fouled off. Hit hard on the ground to short. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
The batter, number 8. Second baseman, Brandon.
Brandon Lau next to hit for the Rays. 1 for 3. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Butto, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches. Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail. And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Junior Caminero.
Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. And first offering is fouled off. There's the strike. 95 of that one. Man at first, 1 away. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jonathan Aranda.
Last chance for the Rays, and now the DH, Jonathan Aranda. 3 flyouts already. He's 0 for 3. That's a strike. That one fouled off. Butto is just 1 strike away. Lifted to left, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees add another to their winning streak.
Well, this team is on such a roll. 20 wins in a row, tying the 2002 Athletics. I came a year after that streak and was able to play with a lot of those guys. And I tell you what, there's some great energy when you're in an environment like that, and you just want to keep on playing. You don't want to go home and leave the ballpark and leave your buddies.
So this one got a little out of hand. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show.